Hey guys, welcome to the HVAC Diaries. This episode of the HVAC Diaries is brought to you by New Calgon. How are you guys this week? Did you have a good one? We had a pretty decent week. This week my dad was under the weather. He stayed home for most of the week. And it's just so funny though, towards the end of the week though, he was like, it seemed like he was getting desperate to leave the house. Yeah, we were like, Dad, you can take one more day on Thursday, but we really need you for a job on Friday if you're up to it. And he was like, no, I'll come with you on Thursday. And I was like, no, there's no point because you're literally going to be watching our bums on ladders. We have to replace an extractor fan in a ceiling space. You're literally going to be like looking up a ladder at our butts. And he's like, that's fine. If you need anything from the truck, I'll be the runner. I'll hold the ladder, whatever you need. And I think he was just getting stir crazy. But it's so funny because, I mean, at his age, he's supposed to be retired by now. So on Monday, when he told us that he wasn't feeling great, he was so like apologetic and sheepish about it. And we're like, Dad, you literally can take whatever days off you want. Like, you don't have to, this is your time. You could be taking all the days off if you want to. But anyway. So let's talk about that extractor fan replacement. This was from that hair removal place from a few weeks ago. That place with the really, really cool and I think very smart marketing. They have a room where they have like a laser hair removal machine. And then inside that room, they've got an extractor fan to pull out the, I guess, the warm air or whatever comes out of that laser. I really know nothing about laser or hair removal, so I don't know. But it was one of those double-barreled extractor fans. So it's got the motor in the middle and the shafts on both sides. And then there's a blower wheel on both sides of that. So we had to order that motor in, like specially. It was an obsolete motor. Anyway, it took a few days for them to bring it in, and we also got new drums. And luckily we did get the new drum wheels because when we removed the old motor, the drum wheels in there were so caked with, I would imagine it's dead skin, dust stuff. Where the extractor fan is located is just kind of tricky because it's cinched right up to the ceiling space. So it's quite high up. So Trevor and I each had a ladder. One of us like braced it while the other one took it, like disassembled it. And then we brought it down. We did all the work on the back of the truck. And then we sent her back up. Okay, wait.
Move your ladder and take that grill out. And take it out there.
Okay.
Got it? It's heavy.
Got it. I just have to...
Well, I'm coming down to grab it from you.
Yep. Yeah, that's coming. Try not to breathe. Oh my word. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to whack it.
Sure you did. Sure you did.
Nice.
It's so much easier when that is on the outside, not the inside, because it's dragging the whole way. It came out. Everything's on the exact same orientation, and that is a replacement motor.
we don't have a light on here. right?
Yes.
Okay. Where's the bolt? You have this? A ladder scuffed up the wall a little bit, so I keep a magic eraser in the truck with me. There we go. It's like we were never even here. I did have one solo day this week. Today I have a truck full of filters for my day of maintenances. I am working alone today while Trevor and my dad go and replace a compressor in a very, very, very busy catering kitchen. There just wasn't enough space for 3 of us, so I'm here to do my own day, which I'm actually pretty excited about. And because I've done that so many times on this vlog, I just didn't take videos of all of that stuff. I took a few for you. The hard part is done. So I took the my little impact driver out of my truck the other day to use it at the office or at the workshop. We just needed an extra one, so I took it out of my truck. I forgot to put it back in. So today I have to remove my panels using this. It's not ideal. I mean, it'll work, it'll get the job done. It just made my day a whole lot longer. How dumb is that? I'm not gonna lie, getting that ladder back onto my truck was a lot more challenging than I would like to admit. And I just noticed there's a camera right there. Awesome. Hopefully they don't watch that. What a struggle. That's embarrassing. Alright, boys and girls, I've just arrived at my last job of the day. I'm going up onto this roof. First of all, I have to go up there and open the hatch. And then I gotta rope up my stuff, and then I gotta walk all the way across the roof. Alright, I got all of my stuff roped up. Now I have to walk literally to the other end of this building, which is like, I don't know, like an 8-minute walk in that direction on these pebbles. I'm already out of breath from roping this stuff up, so let's go. All right, just did the great trek from way over there. And we're here. That's my 2 Lennox units, all of my filters and everything. I brought my bottle of water with me too because of the walk. Oh man, I am a sweaty mess right now. It's my 3rd job of the day and I'm still using this thing. This is fun. One of our customers, they called us and they were like, hey, we've got new tenants above the liquor store. They've got this liquor store and actually a bunch of different tenants in that building. And on top of that is a residential suite, a little condo. And the way to access the unit, the split unit for the liquor store below, you have to go into the condo and then into their attic. And that's where the units are located. Oh shoot, nope. Nice to be tall. Oh, I haven't done this in a while.
Now what are you gonna do?
So they asked us for some odor control in there because the tenant, I don't know, they had they just asked us to do some odor control. So what we did was we patched up all of the cracks and the holes inside the ductwork. So if there was any little cracks or anything, we just taped over those with some Sure Tape duct tape. We also replaced the 2 MERV 8 filters with carbon filters, which are odor absorbing. And so we'll see if that helps with whatever they're concerned with there. We're putting some carbon filters into this place. So I just grabbed a couple this morning. I've got like one 1-inch and one 2-inch filter. And you guys, they are so heavy. Unfortunately though, the filter company gave me the wrong size of one of the filters, and I only realized after I had unpackaged it, because those filters, those carbon filters, come with their own plastic covering. So I'd unpackaged it, I wrote the date on it, and I went to slide it in, and I was like, oh no, they gave me the wrong size. I was really kind of disappointed because the drive out there is like an hour and 15 minutes. So it's not just like down the road. And those filters are expensive. They're like quadruple the price of a regular filter. So we'll see if they will return that for me. But I have written all over it, so I don't know. Alright, so they gave me the wrong size carbon filter for one of them, which really frickin' sucks. So I'm gonna take it back. Trevor and I went to repair a copper drain in a walk-in freezer. It's got this little copper drain that comes out of the freezer, and then it's got this copper like 90-degree elbow. Which had cracked. There's a little tiny crack in it. Was it a crack? No, it was actually a pinhole. We actually saw the hole. Well, you can't see it on the video because it's not focusing, but there's definitely a pinhole hole in there that we can see. You can see the light coming through. Man, I wish I could... Oh, is that it? I don't know. So what happens is it's wrapped with a heater cord. So when the freezer drains, it just drips out of that tiny little hole, and it forms this very long, tall icicle that is very interesting shaped. So what we did was luckily there was a union on the drain, so we could remove that entire piece, do our work outside of the freezer because it was minus 20 degrees in there. So we did all of our welding and everything outside on the truck, in the back of the truck, and then we went back in and fitted in. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a challenge, but we got her done. Let's actually not even talk about the challenge. Yes, beautiful. So bulgy right there. Crazy, eh?
Oh, it's my brand new. The exact same fitting.
What a bulge. Crazy. Sorry, I'm just trying to get real fast.
Yeah, but don't kink it. There you go.
still going. Like I can hear the refrigerant inside. We went back to that hostel in downtown Vancouver to replace those door springs that I was telling you about. Remember the doors they don't fully close properly when you open them. They just kind of hang out there. So when you test this guy, it's very slow. It doesn't actually quite close. So now we've installed that spring, so when you let the door go, it'll automatically close. All right, we got our new spring installed. Now we can test. Oh, that's nice. If you compare these two springs, one does look like it's a little bit longer than the other one, like it's stretched out a little bit. We got a few extra springs, so we're gonna do some more doors because when you test this guy. And we also greased the little rollers on there.
That really helped much?
Oh, actually it does. And Trevor was not very impressed with my greasing goober skills because I got grease everywhere. But anyway, I learned a lesson.
Put it in there and get it in. No?
All right, we're gonna test the second one. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. Unfortunately though, this friggin' cooler. Unfortunately though, the guy called us up after we left and he was like, the door's still falling out. They've got 3 coolers. One of them has had an issue with the door just falling out of its place. So now I've inquired about the little railing guide things at the bottom of the door that like keeps it in place. I've inquired about getting a new one of those because it seems like the one that's there is a little bit buckled. Honestly, you guys, I think somebody had like a major accident with that cooler. Like maybe somebody just pushed something really hot into it, or I don't know what else. Like maybe they shoved it with their shoulder or something. I don't know. And they've jolted that little guide. Anyway, I haven't heard back from the manufacturer though. I think I've maybe stumped them with this question because I'm not sure if that's a replaceable part. It has to be. It's got like 4 screws. It looks like a little plastic tray. Anyway, I will report back. We were called to my least favorite place ever to work at. You guys, it's no secret. You guys know. The Tim Hortons in downtown Vancouver. There are many reasons why I don't like working there. I guess I don't have to get into that now. But anyway, they've got an ice machine that just stopped making ice.
I'm gonna have to...
When we arrived, it seemed like all of the processes were working as they should. It was freezing properly. It was harvesting on time. The water pumps were working. The water valve was working. Everything seemed to be working okay. It was just not making like enough ice. It was making like a poor batch, if I can say that. This is all we got, like 3 cubes. So we found a little log of services that have been performed on this machine because it's actually provided by a different company. We're just sort of subcontracted for this machine. Usually when that happens, when the ice machine is functioning properly, but it's just not producing enough ice, sometimes all it needs is to be cleaned. And it's kind of funny because like cleaning an ice machine is almost sometimes like a miracle fix. If there's something weird that's just not kind of right with an ice machine, if you clean it, it usually sorts it out, which is crazy. But anyway, so that was the case with this one. We just ran it through a cleaning cycle. But what was interesting about this ice machine, it's a fairly small machine, And when I lifted the thing, it's got this little plastic curtain in the back that looks like garbage to me. Like, I literally thought that it was a piece of rubbish plastic that had just fallen inside the ice machine and got trapped there. But no, it's the actual ice curtain, which is so interesting. So this Scotsman ice machine has got this weird little curtain on it that I thought was garbage. I thought it was a plastic bag that had fallen in here and it was causing some trouble, but that's the actual curtain. How crazy, how weird is that? Feels wrong. And the way this machine makes ice is it's got this evaporator plate on the top and it's got these water spouts on the bottom that spray water up. And this plate, it's frozen. And as the water touches the plate, it freezes ever so slightly and forms almost like stalagmites. Stalagmites are the ones that grow from the top, and stalagmites, shit. Alright guys, that's all the HVAC adventures I have for you this week on the HVAC Diaries HVAC vlog. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you guys next weekend. Bye! Hope you had fun! Is that what happened this week? Didn't that happen last week? I think that happened last week. There's a cat! And that's all there she is. What does that even mean? Cool. And the way to get into... And then we also replaced the two... We were called to my favorite place this week. I'm not... What am I saying? It was very strange. So we saw in the... Anyway, so we found a little log, like a log of... Stalagmites. Stalagmites are the ones that grow from the top, and stalagmites, shit. Like a, what do you call those cylinders? A reclaim cylinder.
Okay, so...
Okay, go on.
It looks like it's got some, like, soap in there or something.
That is exactly what that is. You should. Yeah?